Hey. Well, I'm alive. A tornado did touch down, but not at my house. It was at another property, like 30 minutes away. Nobody's hurt though. There's no damage or anything like that. I had to wake up at 6:30 this morning. I had an appointment an hour away from where I live at 8. So my meds got refilled. Prior authorization was sent in. I'm gonna need to start looking into a therapist. And again, I really don't want to. Finally, after a year and a half, got my blood work done. That hurt, like it always does. And it's a fasting blood work, because I haven't had anything since like 6 last night, except for this and soon this. Yeah, I spent the last of my money on those 2 items and $5.16 worth of gas. And I had the wildest dream last night. And the thing is, it really isn't that wild. It's just more unbelievable. So I was raised Pentecostal. And that's important for this, because I was at my childhood church and we were having a dinner on the grounds, which is what we call it. It happened like once or twice a year. And it was just like a potluck. And I mean, you didn't have to like bring food, but you were free to eat. It was free food, which apparently is unusual. Most churches make you pay, as I've found going to other churches. It's like $5 a plate. I'm like, bro, what? Very church-like of you. Okay. And it was dinner on the grounds, and there was a stand with 3 different giant things of Germ-X. The label was taken off, but they had different colors, and then each color had like a paper under it corresponding with what you were supposed to use the Germ-X for. Like one was like before eating, one was after using the restroom, stuff like that, which was weird. And I'm reading the sign. The Germ-X was for the Muslim people there, because they needed the Germ-X for religious reasons. But the church that I grew up with was being used by Pentecostals and Muslims. And there was a sign, and I read it, and it was, and it explained to me that while they still practice their own religion, I'm sorry, my nails are dirty, while they still practice their own religion, they did it with the understanding that Allah and the Pentecostal God were acting under the order of Yuna. Not my cat Yuna, Yuna from Final Fantasy X. So they were using the church as like a mosque, and like there was a meeting between the two, which the church I grew up in, we called them the Spanish church because they spoke in Spanish. They're Hondurans. They immigrated here like in the early 2000s, and they started using the church in between our services, so it would be an English service, a Spanish service, and an English service. And it was like that, except instead of the Honduran people, it was Islamic people. It was wild. This is the first dream I've been able to recall in like 2-3 months. And it is like the most unrealistic thing I've ever heard of. Like, bro. And now my head hurts, and I don't want to pull out my Ubrelli. Yelly. I have a cat right there. I would show you, but there's an address right in front of her as well. Joey. Hey, Joey. She's such a good girl and I love her. I'm still not sure what to do for those experimental videos. So all of that is still a work in progress. Like 100% completely. So yeah, I'm going to eat my pork stews for breakfast. Y'all have a wonderful day or evening or whatever time of day it is for you.